Hopefully this video don't fall. I mean, this phone don't fall. I got it propped up some kind of, you know, hood way. Black History Month, darling. Happy Black History Month. Anyway, Drag Race. The category was Primetime Glamazon or something like that for the runway. Um, the girls, they all had to choose, make something out of random stuff, from blinds to bed sheets to sleeping bags to just all kinds of stuff. And it's just like, okay, this is really a so-and-so kind of challenge. Carson Kressley and RuPaul was talking to the girls. He was like, yo, hopefully y'all can pull this thing off. I just don't, good luck. That was pretty much the tea of it all. Um, and, I wasn't quite sure what was going on with any of the girls. You couldn't quite tell. Some of them had a strong vision, but some of them didn't really know what they were doing. Or like George's, her idea, she had to trash that because when she put it on, it wasn't working, and she realized it was just looking like a big ass potato sack with no seasonings. And she was just like, yo, I'm just going to have to change this thing up. And so she changed it last minute and gave us this cute little garment. It looked like a swimsuit to me, but Georges, she looked really cute, and Georges know how to model. Georges know how to walk. Georges know how to entertain. Georges is a drag queen, hunty. Um, what's her name had a really strong concept. Jasmine Kennedy, Miss My For Mighty, but the execution wasn't quite there. Let me see. Anybody else? Yeah. We found out in this episode some backstories of the girls. We find out that um, Maddie Murphy, we found out that her mom pretty much walked out on her. I think she said that I think her mom and dad got a divorce or whatever. She just haven't heard from her mom since her dad and her dad's mother, her grandmother, raised her. She hasn't talked to her mom in years, which is crazy. How can you just walk out on your child? Um, it's really, really sad. Hopefully, I think I'm saying that right. That it's a divorce happened or a death or something like that. But Maddie Mama was just like, I'm out. I'm not with the shits, which is just crazy. That's insane to me. I don't. Wow. Um, we also found out, Lady Camden, she told her dad that she was gay on a whim. She was literally getting dropped off somewhere or jumped out the car and said, hey, I'm gay, and hit the floor. I screamed. I wish I would have been in the back seat during that moment. I would have hit the floor. Um, Kerry Kobe, she had a pretty rough start. She says that her dad, he was strict and military and, a man. And he hated the sight of her. He hated her voice. He hated how she walked, how she acted, everything. And she said it became so normal to her. It's just so awful what a lot of us in the LGBTQIA community have to. I'm just gonna say LGBTQ. It's too much. And what's the point of the Q? Don't queer mean gay anyway. I'm just gonna say LGBT. It's too. I'm not that advanced. Um, it's tough. It's really difficult and hard what a lot of us have to endure. But Carrie, look at her now. Look at her now. Most of the people who are a person that you look at almost like a superhero in a sense, those are more than likely the people that's been through the most in their life. And she is truly a glamazon for real. Um, Dia got a real slick mouth. I knew Manny had a slick mouth, but diabetical, she got a real slick mouth on her. Um, yeah, I don't know if I how I feel about that. Um, so we get to the whole runway. Georgia, she pulled it off. She looked great in her little cute dress. Lady Camden, she did well in the challenge. She did well on the runway. She took the makeup tips, and Lady Camden did it. She made an entire look out of a kid's kiddie pool, I believe. And it was great. She was like a butterfly. She had wings. It was just, she's very creative, Lady Camden, for sure. Kerry Kobe, I like the wig. There was not much to the outfit to me. Daya, um, it was cool. It was a cool concept, but it was very cartoony. Um, Deja, I didn't like the makeup. I don't think it was the makeup of the hair. I think I didn't like the makeup, and a lot of Deja. I'm just not wowed by any of Deja's looks so far, except for was it the first episode, the second episode when they showed their signature drag? It was one of those, but I really really liked that look. I can't quite remember what she had on, but I liked it. Um, let's see who else on the show. Angeria, she did actually blinds, and it just looked. Angeria's so talented. I don't want to jinx her, but I'm really hoping that Angeria wins. I really, really do. All around, from the comedy to the beauty to the fashions to the charisma to the uniqueness. She's that girl. She really is. Um, so I'm just gonna hold it. So, in my opinion, this was Lady Camden's win, right? Because when they highlight a girl a lot, and no, I ain't gonna hold it. When they highlight a girl a lot, and RuPaul gives them some advice and they actually apply it and it actually works out for them, usually that's the girl that wins the challenge. But Lady Camden's win went to Georges. As much as I love me some Georges, I was what? She won for what? I don't quite understand that. But Georges won the challenge. And the girls who ended up in the bottom two was Jasmine Kennedy. Oh, I forgot about Jasmine Kennedy's look. It was a mess. It was a lot of shit going on. It was a lot, from the hat to the earrings to the top to the bottom. It was just a lot. She put everything on. She put everything on. But I think she realized that she kind of messed up. Maddie Murphy, she came out there in this like kind of clownish cartoon look moment. Kind of, the skirt was kind of art pop ish, and then she had this little man on the side. It was a blow up man, and I just didn't get it. I didn't get the concept. She said that was her daddy, and it was just weird. It was weird. So Maddie and Jasmine lip synced to Beyonce Sugar Mama, which is not my favorite Beyonce song at all. I really don't like it, to be honest with you. And I don't think it's a good lip sync song either. Jasmine was dancing one way, Maddie was dancing the next. I actually was more entertained by Maddie lip sync, but who was more valuable to stay? Jasmine Kennedy. And plus, Maddie had been in the bottom before. Just like with the Kerry Kobe versus Alyssa Hunter lip sync. Kerry Kobe is more valuable to stay. More popular, I guess. Even though it was clear that Alyssa Hunter won that lip sync. In terms of, in this case, I think that they was kind of neck and neck, Jasmine Kennedy and Maddie Morphosis. But anyway, so Maddie Morphosis ended up going home. I do think it was early for her to go home, even though she wasn't my favorite. But it's the competition. I mean, it is what it is at this point. And it's still too early for any of these hoes to have the golden ticket. So she had to go. The Untucked was heated, child. Jasmine Kennedy and Maddie Morphosis got into a heated debate, child. It was real nasty. It was real nasty and uncomfortable to watch. Maddie started it with Jasmine Kennedy. How annoying Jasmine Kennedy is, whatever. Maddie started that whole thing with Jasmine. She was feeling some kind of way. She was in her feelings. And she was like, well, I lip sync one bitch home and I'll do it to you too. And I'm like, no, honey, you need to stop. And then Jasmine, they was going back and forth. And then after Maddie came in there and started some shit, she tried to go over there and hug Jasmine Kennedy. Don't. First of all, don't put all your insecurities on me. You don't know how I'm feeling, what I'm going through in my own head. Don't come in here starting to mess with me and then turn around and say, oh, it's cool. We still cool, though. Give me a hug. No. You need to give me a day or two, then I'll hug you. But right now, no, I'm not going to hug you. Absolutely not. And it was weird, but Taraji P. Henson, she was the guest host. She came in there. She talked to the girls and gave them a beautiful speech. And just about not giving up. And people who tell you no, you're going to get no. But it takes that one yes so you can fully change your life. And even if you leave this competition early, that means nothing. Look at the girls who did not win Drag Race. And or the people who just didn't win whatever show. Look at them now. And, you know, so they're a lot of times they're even more famous than the person that actually won. So just to keep going and keep fighting. And that's what I say to all these girls on the show. You know, all of y'all are fierce, low key. It's just now it's getting to the point where it's just nitpicky, and this one small little detail can land your ass in the bottom. You know? Yeah. Anyway, with that said, I'm MrChalaki. MrChalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Eskizwar on Instagram and Twitter. At Eskizwar89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. MrChalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.